Have you ever noticed how the moment you compare your life to someone else's, your peace disappears? One minute, you were fine. The next minute, you feel behind, inadequate, and restless, even though nothing about your life actually changed. Nothing was taken from you. Nothing was lost. Yet suddenly, what once felt enough no longer is. In the next few minutes, you're going to hear a simple story. One that has changed the way many people think about success, happiness, and self-worth. By the end of this video, you'll understand why comparison quietly steals joy, and how contentment can give you something money, status, and validation never will: peace. Stay until the end, because the lesson revealed there might completely change how you see your own life. Comparison often begins quietly. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't feel dangerous at first. It slips in unnoticed, disguised as motivation. It starts with a thought like, "They're doing better than me. They're ahead. I should be further by now." And slowly, without realizing it, you stop measuring your life by your needs and start measuring it by someone else's achievements. That's exactly how this story begins. There were two men who lived in the same village. They were born into similar circumstances. They had access to the same land, the same seasons, the same opportunities. But their lives unfolded very differently. The first man owned a small farm. Not large, not impressive. Just enough land to grow food for his family. Each morning, he woke up before sunrise. He worked the soil with his hands. He cared for his crops patiently, knowing that growth takes time. By sunset, he returned home tired, but calm. His meals were simple. His house was modest, but his mind was quiet. And that quiet followed him into sleep. And yet, the second man had everything the first man didn't. Second man owned a large estate. He had acres of land, animals, workers, more money than he could ever spend. From the outside, people admired him. They whispered his name with respect. Some even envied him, wishing they could trade places. But at night, while the village slept, the wealthy man lay awake. His mind never rested. Because no matter how much he owned, he was always looking at someone who had more. The wealthy man compared himself with others constantly. When he looked at the farmer, he felt successful. But when he looked at traveling merchants, he felt stuck. When he heard stories of kings and rulers, he felt poor. Every comparison moved the finish line. Every more created a new hunger. And soon, he wasn't enjoying his success. He was chasing validation. But what the wealthy man didn't realize was that the farmer was watching him too. The farmer noticed the wealthy man's restless behavior. He saw the expensive clothes, the grand house, the endless concerns. And yet, the farmer never wished for the wealthy man's life. Instead, every evening after work, the farmer sat outside his home. He watched the sky change colors. He listened to his children laugh. He ate with gratitude. He didn't ask, "Who has more?" He asked, "Do I have enough?" And the answer was always yes. One evening, the wealthy man approached the farmer. He looked tired, older than his years, heavy with thoughts he couldn't escape. He asked a simple question: "Why do you always seem so calm?" The farmer thought for a moment, then smiled. He said, "I stopped counting what others have and started appreciating what I already do." That sentence stayed with the wealthy man far longer than he expected. That night, the wealthy man couldn't sleep. But this time, it wasn't because of ambition or jealousy. It was because of truth. He realized that comparison had turned every achievement into a disappointment. He had been so focused on what he lacked that he forgot to enjoy what he had built. And for the first time, he understood something powerful. Comparison doesn't motivate, it drains. Here's the part many people miss. When you compare yourself to others, you're not comparing full lives. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. You see their success, not their stress. Their achievements, not their sacrifices. Their smiles, not their struggles. And comparison convinces you that everyone else is winning, while you're falling behind. But what if the problem was never your progress? Contentment is often misunderstood. It doesn't mean giving up. It doesn't mean losing ambition. It doesn't mean staying stuck. Contentment means this: you stop hating your present while working toward your future. The farmer still worked hard. He still improved his land. He still planned ahead. But he didn't let envy poison his peace. Comparison costs more than you think. It steals joy. It steals gratitude. It steals presence. And worst of all, it makes you blind to your own progress. You forget how far you've come because you're too busy watching where others are going. Here's what this story teaches us. Someone will always have more than you. More money, more success, more recognition. But someone else is praying for what you already have. Contentment doesn't mean settling. It means appreciating where you are while working toward where you want to be. Peace doesn't come from having more. It comes from wanting less and appreciating deeper. When you stop comparing, you stop competing. And when you stop competing, you finally begin to live. If this story resonated with you, take a moment today to reflect on what you already have and be grateful for them. And if you want more stories like this, stories that shift perspective and build inner peace, subscribe to this channel and watch the next video waiting for you. Because your life doesn't need comparison to be meaningful. It needs contentment. This is Life's Whispered Moments. Tune in for more stories of life, love, and lessons.